you're in the police department. What was it like being a police officer in DC during the 70s and 80s? What are some crazy stories that you have policing during that time period?
I guess the craziest one was they had this one guy. He had raped 18 women and two men. I was instrumental in catching him, and then couple shooting. Probably the most bizarre one was this guy had raped 18 women and these two men. We worked day and night trying to catch up with him.
Mm.
We finally caught him. That was probably the most bizarre one. I was instrumental in a lot of arrests, different things, robbery, murder.
So, what was your rank as a police officer? Where were you ranked at? Like, were you ranked high up?
Just a regular police officer. I'm a detective, yeah.
Ah, okay, nice. What are some of the differences between policing in the 70s and 80s versus policing today?
Well, back then, uh, they didn't shoot police officers. Back then, nowadays they shoot a policeman just as quick as they shoot anybody else.
Mm.
We didn't have that much of a problem. Drugs wasn't that bad back then. Nowadays, drugs, all kinds of drugs. Even smoking marijuana back then was rare. But nowadays, oh yeah, half of the community smoke marijuana.
That is true.
Once we came here,
Hmm.
I had a job at the U.S. Marshals
Right.
Service, which was easy.
What all did you do as a U.S. Marshal? So you retired from the police department from DC. You moved to Atlanta, and you become a U.S. Marshal. What were your job duties as a U.S. Marshal?
It was court security. You were just security in the courtrooms. You
Mm.
protected the judge, jury, and his staff. You was their protection, and
Okay.
you just made sure that the courtroom was orderly ran,
Right.
and your main function was protecting that judge.
Have you ever had any crazy people try to attack the judge?
That was one, two, but never in my courtroom. Tried to do anything to the judge. Of course, we was the only one in the courtroom that carried weapons. We had guns. Of course, if anybody had attempted to hurt the judge, we had the authority to shoot them. They knew what time it was.